This is ViiScott, and I'm just coming to you with a little bit of a conversation. First of all, I want to talk to you about being on the We Are All Cuties Here podcast last night, which was a really, really awesome experience. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of your podcast on last night. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of your podcast last night over there on We Are All Cuties Here. I really appreciate it. And the topic was self-doubt. So I'm going to touch more on that over here tonight. But what I do want to say is towards the end of the podcast, you all couldn't hear me anymore. She couldn't hear me anymore, but I was still there, but she didn't know I was there. So she was calling me, but she couldn't hear me. I was saying something, but she didn't hear me. So, it was technical difficulties. So, that happens sometimes with technology. You have technical problems, and it's just out of our control. But I did let her know that I had a private conversation with her after, and I do like that. I like that she wrapped it on up without me, so I appreciate that. And I just let her know I was still there, but she just couldn't hear me. I didn't want her to think that I hung up, because that's absolutely not the kind of person that I am at all, not at all. So she didn't think that I was that kind of person either. She didn't know what happened, but I just wanted to clear that up with her, because I didn't want it to look like, I just hung up. That's rude. So getting over here into the self-doubt, what I want to tell you all is you don't have to doubt yourself. Trust yourself. Trust that you have good judgment to do what it is that you want to do. If you want to go back to school, then get up and do that. Don't waste time thinking that you can't do it or you're not good enough, because just like one can do it, you can do it. You can do whatever it is you put your mind to. And another thing, if you want to start your business, get up and start doing the work towards starting your business. Start taking the necessary steps to start your business, because you can't get to where you're trying to go sitting at the house thinking about what it is you want to do. You have to take the necessary steps. And so first of all, you need to go ahead and write down your plan. You need to go ahead on and create you some kind of business plan. You need to go ahead and start getting your money together. You need to do all these things in order to get to where you're trying to go, because you can't get anywhere sitting at home dreaming. Dreaming is nice, but you have to get up, get out, and do something for those dreams to come true. Dreams do not come true for you by sitting at the house. Not at all. So don't sit at home thinking, oh, I wish I could do this, but I'm not good enough. You are just as good as anybody out there. Trust and believe that, because just like they got out there and did it, you can get out there and do it just like I just told you. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about me, and I never really shared this. So about 10, I was put into a special education school, point blank period. That's what it was, special education school. I needed that because I couldn't read at all. Sis couldn't read at all. I'm just telling you the truth. I did not know how to read, and found out that I was dyslexic. So I have dyslexia. Yes, I see the words back. I still do. But being in that school helped me to learn how to read, and also it helped me to be able to, focus. Because sometimes, I still see the words backwards or whatever, and I just have to go back and reread it, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. I thought that it was just the worst thing in the world when I first had to go, but it ended up being the best thing for me. My mom made the best choice for me to go there. I didn't stay forever. No, I ended up mainstreaming after it was time to leave, because I had the option to go to another special education school that catered to junior high schoolers. I went to school in D.C. So D.C. have elementary, junior high, then high school. And so, when it was time for me to leave elementary, I was going to junior high school. And so I didn't go to that junior high school for with special education. I went to a regular junior high school, and it was so scary. It was so scary, and I didn't want to do it, And I had talked to the teacher, and I was like, I'm scared. I don't want to do it. I'd rather go with my friends, since a lot of them going to go over there to the special education school. I want to go with them. And she said, no, Berta, no. I'm Berta. This is my real name. And she said, no, Berta, you're ready. You're ready. You need to go. You need to go, and don't be afraid. You need to go because you're ready. You'll just be holding yourself back. She told me that at 12 years old. And so, I had to go. And so some of them went there. Some of them went to other mainstream junior high schools. But no one came where Berta was going. And I knew no one there. When I went there, I knew no one there. And then when I got there, I knew someone. I knew someone there. I ran into a old friend, a very old friend. We used to be neighbors. We were really good friends, and she had moved away. But it was so good to see somebody I knew. You know what I mean? It was just so good. But I was afraid to leave my friends, and so I would have held myself back because I was afraid to leave my friends had I not took that teacher's advice. And of course, my mom wasn't going to go for it. I was only 12. I was going to have to do what they said, especially my mom. She wasn't going to have it. And, I went, but I was still nervous there because I did come from special education. And, I didn't think that I was going to be as smart as the other children. I didn't think that I would get, good grades there. I didn't think that I was going to be able to even pass to the next grade. I didn't think that I would be good enough to be there. Even though they told me that I was good enough to be there, I didn't think it. But I was. I did the work. And I mainstreamed. Because even in regular school, that's not all special education. They have special education classes. And I chose not to have any of those classes. That's what I chose. But I did choose to take math, have a special education math class the first semester, and then I left that alone too. And I went on about my business because I didn't like when I found out that if you stayed in special education all the way up to 12th grade, that they would give you a certificate. No. I worked hard, and there's no way that you were going to hand me a certificate for the work that I had done throughout my high school, junior high school, throughout my school career that wasn't college, basically. That I was going to take a damn certificate? No. Hand me my diploma. That's what I wanted. So, and I ended up, I graduated from junior high and went on to high school. In high school, I still mainstreamed. I did need help in math, so I was tutored. I got a tutor, and I was tutored so I could be able to pass math, because everybody's not good at math. Everybody's not good at English. And if you need help somewhere, don't be afraid to ask for it and get the help, because if you ask for the help that you need, then you will feel a whole lot more comfortable making the choices that you need to make, so you won't doubt yourself. And so with me getting the help as far as math, it helped me out where I didn't doubt myself, where I wasn't doubting that I could do the work, because I saw that I could do the work just through having a tutor. And when I graduated high school, I had already had a child. I had a child while I was in high school. I had a child in the 10th grade, and I went back to school. 2 weeks after I had my daughter. I sure did, because I was determined that I was going to go to the next grade. I was determined that I was not going to be held up because I had a child. I was determined that I was going to get out of high school. I was determined that those things were going to happen because that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And nothing was going to stop me. So when you want what you want, you're going to make a way for it to happen. I thank God for my mom. I thank God for my godmom. I thank God for my aunties. All of them. I thank God for all of them because they all played a role in me being able to finish high school. However big or small the role was, they all played a role in it. You know, especially my mom. She has since gone on. And my godmom, she played a major role in me being able to finish high school. She stepped up. She stepped up and took my daughter on as her own. Not a lot of people would have done that, but she did. She did, and I commend her and I thank her and I love her. And I had already loved her even before that, but it's even more love because she raised my daughter. She raised my daughter with love and compassion. She treated my daughter like she was her own, and she still does. My daughter says she has 2 moms. She has 2 moms. And there's nothing wrong with that. People used to have things to say about that, but no, that's how it is. My godmom raised her. That's her mom. I'm her biological mom. And that's just how it is. And people, you just need to go ahead and be able to be honest enough about things. And just stop trying to make it something that is not. But what I'm telling you is you can do whatever it is that you want to do. And don't think that you can't. Even if you have to start small, you have to take baby steps to get there. As long as you're taking the steps to get there, that's what counts. That's what counts. Don't worry about what others have to say about you, because they're not going to do anything for you anyway. They just talking. They just flapping their gums. Let them flap their gums. You go ahead and run your business while they run their mouth, like my grandma used to say, okay? So you go ahead and you do that. Let them run their mouth while you run your business. So you get on up. I don't care how old you are. If you're 54 or 34 or whatever age you are, you want to go back to school, get up, sis. Get up and go. Get up, bro. Get up and go back. If you're trying to get that business opened up at 60, whatever age you are, go ahead and start making those necessary steps. Write your plan down. Get your business plan together. Start getting your money together. You don't have to let everybody know what you're doing. Do it. Just do it. And you will see. When you start taking those steps, you will start seeing that those doors will start opening up for you. But you can't wait for the doors to open up. You have to start taking those steps to go towards the things that you want. Don't sit at home wishing that you could do it and thinking that, oh, if only I could do it, because I can't do it because I don't have enough money. I can't do it because I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. Lies. All lies. Don't believe that. Don't put that in your head. Okay, so don't doubt yourself on the things that you can do. Go forward. Know that you can do it. And if you fall, get back up. Get back up is what I say. And that is what I have to say tonight. And I just want to say thank you all for listening. Be blessed. Have a great one. And I also just want to say thank you again to the We Are All Cuties Here podcast for allowing me to come and just share my thoughts as well on your podcast. And I really appreciate you allowing me to come and grace your podcast. Thank you so much. Be blessed. Have a great one.